But you I need to do something before I can start. Before I appear before you. Apparently there's some software that is taking command of my webcam. Is it Godot? It might be Godot. Omega, what's up? Cheers, buddy. Thanks for the 49 months. How are you doing? I need to know if Godot was taking control of my camera. Hello? No? What is it? Don't you love it when everything goes according to plan? Or now my VTuber's frozen. HD web camera starting. This may take a moment. Yeah, this is what happens when it's being controlled by another. How do I tell how to find the program using a camera? Windows 11. What identify which application is hogging your camera? Because I don't know why Windows wants your camera to only be used by only one and only software, only one application. So, are you going to need some coffee? Absolutely, dude. And it's coming in a second. As soon as I'm VTuber stop being frozen, because my camera. I got a little snippet from Tom's Hardware. You're just about going on all important client call when disaster strikes. Your camera is not working. Why isn't it working? You cry. It turns out there is another application using camera. But which one? In this cell, how to check which application. Okay. Open the camera application using the start menu. Search for camera. Leave the app open. Sorry about that, everyone. I can at least get y'all to the fucking... Yeah, you know what I mean? Scene. So we're just gonna go to the scene where you see my screen. That's what another app is using. You need it. Here's your code. Cameras are by another app. Yeah, obviously. Built-in camera. Click on start settings. Close other apps. But which one? On start settings, 30 settings, click privacy. Setting. Yeah, instead of learning how to code, we're learning how to find which dumbass application is using my camera. Privacy. I'm not showing that on stream for reasons. You know, kind of called privacy for a reason. And left hand menu, use other app permissions, select camera. App. Camera. Okay. Oh my god, Jinx is meowing. Give me a sec. That cat needs a dog door, I swear. Okay, is it OBS? Is it Firefox? Which one is it? OBS Studio currently in use. You are shitting me. Huh? Don't tell me I have to restart OBS. No, usually I just hide the capture. Video capture device. It's hidden, but there you are, you bitch. Deactivate. Okay. Now we start Vinyan. It should work. There should be a setting for deactivate when not visible. I think there should be that, right? Hello. Hello, 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 hello. There we are. Here I am. Yay! Okay, we figured it out, guys. We figured it out. Ayoy. Alice. Hi, Ali. Hi, Jake. Okay. That's done. Over here. Alright, good. It was not Godot. It was OBS was the culprit. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? Alright. Hello. Hey, friend. Alright, this is the new scam. Possible ban evader monitoring. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Bro. Do not fooling anyone. Bro. Well, seems like Seribot's gonna need an update. Nice bot. Okay, let's get some music, shall we? Let's get the music going. Audio, I should have. What audio is active? Okay, the volume is already down. There you go. So song requests are now open. Okay. So literally starting from scratch. If you're happy and you know it, the fucking main recall function doesn't work. I mean, I'm literally right now what I'm trying to do is just have like a quick rectangle, just to have a character drawn. I'm trying to follow like. I don't know why it's so difficult to just kind of find this, how to do this real quick. It shouldn't be hard. I guess it's more like use it as a character. That might be a bit. What I'm finding is I should be using update, but update does not work. It is not found in base self. I don't know what that means. His class for physics bodies are meant to be user control. Yeah, character body 2D. They are not affected by physics at all. They affect because the thing is that if you see this is not the rectangle. It's the collision shape. Should be a way to just kind of attach a. There's a lot of methods in here. Canvas layer. Canvas item. Maybe I should be using a control node. Because it says here, let's see. To draw a square for a character body 2D node in Godot, you need to use the draw function within a script attached to a node 2D or control node, which character body 2D inherits from. Control. Try that. I attach a script. Sure, let's call it control for now. Also, I hope you like my. That's not red. That's blue. You don't need comments if you use meaningful name variables, right? Let's see if I can put this in this. Oh, update work? No, it doesn't. No. What do you mean no? Saying I thought you'd be on my side. Blinks twice. No. Is the blinking supposed to mean you're lying? You're lying to me. I'm already like hitting a hurdle, and like I feel like maybe I should just draw a square in Clip Studio and use it as a with a PNG instead. Okay, well sometimes you do like obviously you can. I don't mean never use comments, right? Goober, that's you. You're the goober. Check something real quick. Okay. Like obviously use comments in your code when you need it. But if your code speaks for itself, don't add you like needless comments either. You know what? Let's just draw a fucking square or a rectangle, whatever. Test character. If I make a custom 100 by 100 pixel coding. Hey, Drenel, what's up? They're commentary no reason to make one of my coworkers cooking. Hello, Masu, how you doing? Oh my, so many people in here. What? Oh look, this is a square, 100 by 100 square. Gonna be blue. Gonna be blue for no particular reason. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Here it's blue. Actually, let me go fetch like the correct blue. I need to use a very specific blue. Where are you, Cinder? For no reason in particular. There's a one shade of blue I need. Kind of merg. Oh, I hope you're doing okay, boy. Oh look, color palette. Where's how do I use the eyedrop? Oh my god. I'm just trying to find a very specific shade of blue for no reason. For no reason whatsoever. For my placeholder character. Man, I forgot how to do everything. How to use my eyedropper outside the program. If you go to edit, go all the way to the bottom. Hide windows and Pick screen card. Oh, it's there. Okay, I found it. I know it's not this one. That's the one. That looks like it, right? Video edits now? Hell yeah, dude. Ooh, secret project. We love secret projects. I like to act as if what I'm doing right now is secret, even though it really isn't. But I think it makes it funnier if I do. Where's my game design stuff again? It's here. Because your brains didn't have to give at the moment. Big head pats. You can do it. I believe. I believe in y'all. Tonight is the night to just chill and be productive. We're all doing this. We're all in this together. That is a very nice square. I love squares. Squares are nice. Don't you agree? Squares are really nice. Alright. Let's not forget about all this bullshit. Alright, let's just forget about all of this. Delete this. Delete this. Okay. How do I attach a... I'm gonna use a PNG as the... Oh look, test character.png. Yoink. Does that work? No, it doesn't. We're all working on secret projects. And then it's revealed at the very end by Cinder that it was all the same project. It's all the same project. It's all a ploy by him. For some reason. That is not what I... That is not what I should have been... Should have done. What did I do? I fucked everything. I literally fucked everything. There. Starting from scratch. We're literally from scratch again. Sinner doesn't know. Good. He doesn't deserve to know. He'll know when it's time. The murder hobo and good old Div 2, dude. I'm literally going to like be using Google to find how to do shit like half the time. Yeah, add a sprite 2D. Okay. I guess I could have looked for a sprite. Hey, sprite 2D, look at that. Now, do I do this? Hey, here's our little square. Ow! Oh, God, that took me by surprise. You're not the same project. Hey, Cloudy. Oh, can't see my finger. Look at this beautiful... Beautiful square. Alright. The collision shape. And it's gonna be a square. Let's make a square. I guess it's gonna be... I guess it's a rectangle. How do I choose the size of it? Yeah. Damn right, I can't see your finger. I'm surprised I can't just... That's the margin? Node? No. Oh, chemist item. Transform? Scale? Position? That should be 0, 0. Transform, rotation, scale, visibility, texture, process. What? Wait. Ah! My god, that's... I was about to say I would have never guessed, but I did guess it. And I guessed correctly. Look at that. Perfect. 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 Yeah, sure, whatever. Also, yes, I have the YouTube video for the Vampire Survivor tutorial as a reference. Gotta be following it a little bit to add some shit. When the sun sets with the sun over paradise. Does he add the script to the character body 2D itself? I think so. Just that. And call it later. Character body 2D, the 2D script. Hey. You don't mind if I follow a video tutorial, don't you? I already watched that part, but I kind of forgot most of everything. Physics yeah. So I'm using the physics process and get the input data for the direct. Okay. Physics process. I don't know why it does the void thing like that. Whatever. Bar direction. Input. Get effect. No, I said caps in. There you go. Get vector. I gotta love this. I've been told I can code using C# that I know a little bit better than GDScript. But since GDScript is a built-in language, and for learning purposes, I'm gonna be going with this at first. Okay, so I just gotta go find the... move down. Oh, okay, it's left. I don't have them. I think it's because I think I forgot something. It is something that I forgot in the whole process. Add movement. What's that, Reed? Hey, that's a very cool S. Or you could call it a summer sloop. I remember in the... Yeah, attach the script. Nah. Yeah, they're just a little bit classier than a dick butt. I haven't seen a dick butt in ages. Well, it's not telling me that the that it's wrong. That move left is wrong. Delta get vector. It just doesn't show me the move. If I do move down, wait, positive X, that's gonna be right. Negative Y, move down. And then positive Y. Wait, no. No, it's the opposite, right? In a game environment, the 0, 0 is at the top left. So negative Y is move up. And positive Y is move down. Not giving any errors. Remember, delta is never used in... Oh, okay. Declare never used. Yeah, I just wrote it. Calm down. Calm the F down. Huh? No? Mr. Padawan needs his insulin. So velocity is going to be a direction. I swear, I feel like I'm missing something. There should be some kind of like control, like a controller setup somewhere. Yeah, let's start by doing like the whole like velocity equal direction times what's like 600. Move and slide. If I want to test this, I just do a debug, no game, win game. Press start, play. Just play. Where's the start button? Where is the start button? Ah, I think I found it. I remember now. Add new action. Move down. And I love that sound so much, dude. Especially since I've been replaying Helldivers recently. Democracy arrives to whatever freedom requires. Keyboard keys. Just S. That's kind of dumb. How am I supposed to... S key? No. You're supposed to scroll down? S. Oh, it's S physical. Move up. Move left. Move. Yeah, that's why I didn't have them, because I didn't set them up beforehand. U. Yeah, U physical. Ah, there we go. Left is A. Right is D. Nuts. Dead zone. Whatever. Wait, what? Why did I say U? What the fuck's wrong with me? How was it? Swab. I still don't know how to press play. That's not play, that's pause. Suspend. How do I my sprite, I have my collision shape. I have my directions. Nah. Big Bub would have been funny. Left mouse, whatever. So in the in the tutorial, he just goes to oh it's not the same version of Godot. 2023. There's just add a start button. Probably just not going the right place. Play. Oh, it's here. Run current scene. Oh, whoops. Hey, I have a moving square, and ain't that nice? Yeah, we're on like 4.4.4. Look at that. I have a square. Ain't that amazing? Also, oopsie daisy. I'm starting like really in a really weird position. I can go outside of the map. Whee! Well, now you all know that I'm using an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. Secret's out. Cat's out of the bag. They can like live edit as you play, right? Can I give the character like a starting position? It looks like it's in C#. That's GD script as far as I know. Because I think if I need to use C#, I need to like set it up to be able to run it. To recognize it, right? Like in plugins maybe or something like that. Let's see. Godot, C#. Documentation. The standard Godot executable does not contain C# support out of the box. To enable C# support for your product, you need to download the .NET version of the editor from the Godot website. C# basics. But I think GD script looks like C# pretty well. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I think like most programming languages like end up kind of looking the same with like very like small differences. It's time to move to Unity. No. Ew. Unity? More like Unity. Got him. Like Godot is literally like open source Unity. Like at the end of the day, like the difference between like a language or another will be like, let's say for example, if I make like an if, I don't know, man, if delta is smaller than 50, probably not gonna work. It's not a whatever. Like in GD script, you use like a ellipses. Some other languages will do like if then, and the indentation sometimes is important, sometimes not. Some languages will have an end for loops and ifs, like I'd have like an end if. I think in VBA, for example, I did a lot of VBA. Recursions, yeah. While, do while, for loops, yeah. Some of them are like while loops are like while. You can use like until, I think, or something like that. Like, which is like a while not. GD script doesn't use like ends. I think C# uses the curly brackets a lot. Or no, it uses parentheses a lot. If I equals 0, then variable. Yeah. Like pretty much in all languages confounded, a function is gonna have a parentheses at the end, even if it's empty. Like no matter what. Which is it's arguments. Yeah, it denotes priority, exactly. Alright, he's adding a shoot action. I don't care about that. Good angels. Talking about animation. Me. At the end of the day, you're doing a lot of math. Yeah, pretty much. You're essentially. How was it that the because I followed the GD Quests like GD script learning app, and it really does like a surface level, really like I've never coded before levels of like explanations where it's like it's called a language, but you have to give the computer the exact instructions you want. Like you can't let it interpret anything. Like it's like because it's all ones and zeros. It's all just ones and zeros. Alright, what kind of node? Okay, so he added a node, like a parent node, which is like the game. Like node 2D. No, I didn't want it as a child. That's not what I wanted. Player character. Yeah, it's ass. I add a parent child? There's a child node. A parent child. Oh my god, I can't speak. I'm gonna add a parent node. Instantiate child scene? No. Add node here. What did he do? Okay, so the player is here. And then what? Was it scene? Okay, new scene. Okay, so it works. Everything's like a scene or a node. That's scene. That's game. Is that it? Yeah, pretty much. I am making 1,000 calculations a second, and they're all wrong. Yeah, then they're all wrong. I love it. It sounds like my brain. It's all of our collective brains all at once. That's how we do it. We're just a big hive mind, and we're all calculating everything in our heads wrong. Alright, so what? So I can take. Wait, what did he do? He dragged. Huh? He dragged his character. I don't need no that's. Oh, is this one? Wait. Okay, it's this one. So I go to this and I drag it here. Now my character body 2D is in the game. This is a high I'm so sorry for all of you. Now that's the trick. If we're all a hive mind, we all pollute each other's minds, and so therefore everything's kind of like diluted. Just because it just becomes a mess of noise. Like an autistic person's like nightmare. This should smile on anyone. Alright, can I make like a background, you think? Child background? Parallax background? No. Maybe just like there's just another node 2D or something. The sprite. Probably just a sprite, right? The non-moving sprite. Kinda don't want to just follow the video the whole time. I want to like try shit. Qu'est-ce qu'a fait ma cocotte? Bone. Don't backsass me. The cool high mind was Legion in Mass Effect. Hive minds in video. We haven't gotten a lot of those.
I know.
Sorry,
Kiko.
Volgi's playing with Chan.
What? Sorry.
You're talking very loudly in my microphone.
Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody.
It's not a Core Commander stream. If there's not a background Volgi.
Background Volgi.
Although now she's more like foreground.
Oh, I know when I'm not wanted.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
Deprecated. Never mind. Nothing's going on stream anyways. Fuck you.
What did you say?
I'm making more progress on my game than someone else.
Oh, for fuck's sake, sweetie.
I'm sorry.
I'm
being like, I'm being facetious.
You are so petty.
Petty.
I love you. But
I think it's just funny at this point. Just funny to meme on him.
I mean,
so Cinder says hi.
At least I didn't take 8 years to make mine.
We literally like talked and be like, "Hey, we should make a game. Anyone wants to help out Cinder make a game?" It's like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Took like a day. But also don't listen to Cinder. He's stinky. In the software game development category, literally nothing happens here. Yeah, we're just like it's just chatting with. It's just another like name for just chatting. Let's say I put a sprite 2D. Should I make a different? You know, sometimes we're all just on the verge of doing something, right? We just need someone going like, hey, I want to do this. I might need some help, or like, are you in, or do you want to help me do this? And so all of a sudden you're like everyone just kind of needed like that little push. Also, we all just kind of like you for some reason. I don't know why. No. The only stream is software and development where still shit happening, how shit happens. And that's the thing. It happens not in the good sense, but at the same time, nothing happens. That's the thing, Masu, is that we are all just learning shit. I have literally never coded a game in my entire life. I know a little bit of code. I've done a fair amount of VBA, and I dabbled in C# for an add-in. Thankfully, my CAD software uses VBA, so that's kind of good. But I learned with MATLAB. It's like it's a program. It's a coding software and language that is specifically used for like engineering and physics, like calculations and simulations and shit. Yeah, pick something. Pick something. Yeah, MATLAB. Oh, so some people have PTSD. I thought you thought I coded for a living? Fuck no. I'm a mechanical engineer. My breed usually like avoids programming like the plague. You should have seen people in my MATLAB classes. Most of them hated it. But I'm one of the rare ones who does enjoy programming. And like I do want to get also into programming. And literally all of us work in automation. Kind of makes sense. Should have stayed in engineering. Depends. If you didn't like it, then you're better way out. Who the fuck said MATLAB? Who the fuck said it? Who said MATLAB? Fuck manual tasks. Yeah. Just make robots do them instead. Yeah, but you know what? If this can be like your opportunity to do it, then it's perfectly fine. If you needed someone else to do it with you, that's perfect. It's fine. Right, I remember learning about Delta in the Write a damn code auto load. Yes. That you should be multiplying like your velocity by delta. And like decrease like the value like this. Because that makes it so that your speed is not dependent on your frame rate. It's dependent on an unit of time. Delta being the time in between frames. Well, the sooner we get this game off the ground, the sooner you can get the fuck out. Sometimes just doing something is the thing that you need to get out of a rut, honestly. But you know, I'm not giving you any shit for it either. I know it's rough. I know it's hard. What is this? I don't need that. Oh. I gotta get used to like the UI and how to navigate. Like why do I stay on this page if gotta go back to this scene. Do it. Yeah, there you go. Just gotta do something. Yeah, you should try if you haven't done the GD Quest learning app for GD script. You should. Gives like a good base for like just like coding in general, and also coding with a little bit of specifics about Godot, and it explains and it with a lot of like visuals and little practice exercises. It's very nice. Question the methods, but I encourage the teamwork. Listen, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm some kind of veteran with 20 years of experience. That's all I'm gonna say. But I am open to feedback and criticism on how to do it better. So what if I want to? What if I add a sprite 2D to make like a background, like a? Let's say I make, I don't know, make a new file here. Gonna be like a really big, like super big. Let's go like full HD just for the sake of it. Background. We call it background. Like a green background. Ugh, got flashbanged. On your list, trying to go through Python. Why Python? You don't do nah. Get out of that shit. You deserve the people you surround yourself with. Build up the basics. Showed us one of his test question options. Yeah, it's much easier to just do that. Background. Alright, now we have a problem. Okay, there we go. Where am I? What a... Yeah, I guess I gotta set up the camera, eh? Camera 2D. Yeah, hello camera. Oh, here's the camera. There looks like there's already a camera set up here. Like there's a rectangle. Whatever situation you were asking about, I'm currently experiencing that your dreams will wither and die alongside your last call this. Camera 2D. Offset. Anchor mode. In a Vampire Survivor type game, the camera is just always centered on the character. But that should be easy to do, right? Let's see. Anchor mode, drag center, fixed top left. Oh, can't control my character anymore for some reason. Why? If I load this scene, it works, right? No. What the hell? What happened? Can I put this still here? Hmm. I think it's F6 for the run. Why can I not move anymore? The script is still here. Move and slide, blah blah blah. Follow. Embedded game size based on product setting. Select move. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I changed that for the Delta. Maybe it's because it's so slow that it like it doesn't move. Oh, that's interesting. Wait. What if I remove Delta? Ah, okay, we're learning. So why? Okay. Why does adding Delta make it impossible to move? Okay, let's try. Okay, cool. She was really stressed earlier when we brought her and Chabon to the vet. Oh, at time. And yeah, they really don't like being the carrier. Well, the carrier already is not good, but the car ride definitely. We're probably gonna get some harnesses and like with a leash for next time to see if it helps. I know with us with my ex, I think it's after we broke up that she started using a harness for him, because I know for a fact that anytime you would bring him in the car, he would pee. He would like pee in the carrier like 100% of the time. But she said that she put him on the leash, obviously with someone else like holding him and like just kind of having him like on their lap or something and held by the leash, he'd be fine. So we'll probably try that or something. Oh, okay. Okay, it was just so slow that it was imperceptible. There we go. Yeah. Now movement speed is dependent on time instead of frame rate. stuck with my path into psych degree studies, and I'm happy with it. Yay! Good job, Mochi. Proud of you. It's me! I'm a programmer now. Alright, so what happens if I go back here? I can move now, and I'm on a green background. Yay. Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think we should definitely like listen more to like music instead of videos while we paint. I think it's less distracting. Ah, thanks, Cinder. I already found the ref sheet, but thank you. I just saw your message. Alright, so I want the camera to snap to the center of the character. Shouldn't be hard. Shouldn't be hard to do, right? Offset. Ignore rotation. Enable zoom. Process callback. Physics. Limit. And we dive. I'm so glad that Sony finally like let go of the whole PSN bullshit for Helldivers. Jesus Christ. Okay, so what if? So I think, man, that should have been fun. Also, hi Jekyll Gamer. I almost missed you there. If you're using move and slide, you don't need delta. It's already fun. Oh, does it? Oh, thank you. God damn, I didn't know that. Let's see. Move and slide. Yeah. Moves the body based on velocity. If the body collides with another, it will slide along the other body by default. It'll also be affected by the motion of the body. Modifies. Huh. Behavior. General behavior available. Properties change according to the motion mode. There's a fly on my room that Keiko is trying to hunt. I got it. Thank you, cool. Move and slide. I'm gonna go check that out. Godot, move and slide. Move and slide method. Move and collide. Move and slide. Body collision response. Common function uses number of no properties calculated slide behavior. Velocity. Motion mode default value. Motion mode grounded. Control function open help file. Oh, thanks. Based on velocity, if the body collides with another, it will slide along the other body. Yeah. It's not that I don't believe you, it's that I was curious to know how, like, if it was written anywhere in documentation. Is it in motion mode? Motion mode, grounded. Notions of walls, ceilings, and floors are relevant, and floor aren't relevant. In this mode, the body motion reacts to slopes. For sided games like platformers. Apply when you're floating. Apply when there's no notion of floor ceiling. Collision report on wall. In this mode, when you slide, speed will always be constant. That's for. Oh well, I should be using floating because it's good. It's a Vampire Survivor like. That's interesting. Using delta. Move and slide with delta. Need clearance. Does move and slide or use delta? Near velocity. Near velocity should not be multiplied by delta, as this is done by the method from the docs, but there are an example. Docs are correct. Move and slide internally multiplies the past motion vector by delta. What example have you seen? Press move and collide, which does not do this. It's weird, when I check the documentation, I don't see that. Maybe I'm just blind? Move and slide. Or is it... Yeah, it can't be velocity itself, right? Call. Hey, Slash. Yeah, well, I'm learning how to make them. Like, a lot of us in our stream team just kind of, like, all decided together, like, hey, let's just learn how to make a game together. Like, literally none of us have made anything like that ever. But, you know, it's fun to learn. I like to learn, and I like to code. Like I said, my only experience really is, like, some VBA for, like, Microsoft Access databases and Inventor macros. And some C# for an to help out developing an add-in for it for Inventor as well, and MATLAB. But at least I have like a good like understanding of the basics of coding. So at least there's that. It really doesn't say anything in the documentation. That is so weird. It doesn't say anything about the delta. It's a Godot 4.4, right? And in Godot 4, the move and slide function for character body 2D and character body 3D handles delta time internally, meaning you generally don't need to multiply velocity vector by delta before passing it to the function. However, if you're applying force accelerations like gravity, you should multiply those by delta to ensure they're frame rate independent. Alright. Move and slide uses move and collide at the hood. It's a little more intensive than move and collide, and adds angle and slide collisions where move and collide. Okay, cool. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. It's good to know, because otherwise, like, since it's not written, it's not really like explicitly written anywhere. Like, I would have just kept delta in, and I guess it would have. I guess it just makes my character small, like slower. But someone would have probably pointed out at some point. I guess like I put it in because the warnings telling me that delta is never used, and the process was tipping me off, be like, oh yeah, right. I remember learning in the app that I should use delta to be frame independent. It could have been removed in the documentation probably, because it's sometimes stuff gets so kind of implied that, you know, people don't need to like really think about it. Let's go back to like 600. I think that was a good speed. So I want my camera to follow my character. So I'm trying to learn kind of on my own a little bit without going like referencing like the video tutorial too much. What I'm thinking is get character position and then use said position as the camera position, right? That should be pretty easy, right? The is an ignore return value, so you don't get warnings about the unused arguments. So okay, so if I do this. Thank you. Very nice. I guess I'll attach script to the camera. I'll call it player camera. I guess there's only one camera anyways. So let's say process. So how do I think there's like a function to get something from another node. Like get node. Path, node path. Can I get this node path? Camera only one active at a time. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean there's nothing wrong with naming it, giving it a name like that means something instead of just letting it be camera. The path. There should be a way to get a path. Right? Just like copy notepad. No, there it is. So if I do this, oh, I could have just written character body 2D. Node. So can I do something with like position or something? Notification position change. Let's see. Get character body 2D position. Node 2Ds will follow parent node. So if I do this instead, if I make the camera child of the character, it automatically gets the node, I guess. Player. Close this. Okay, so I still need to get. I need to get and apply the camera position. Access position or global position property of the node. Position property gets the position relative to the node's parent, while global position. So if I do, like, let's say, player pause, var player pause equal vector forgot how to write this out. Oh, I don't need to do that, I think. Just get character body 2D dot position. Or do I just do position straight up? Am I just like making things too complicated for no reason? No, that's not what I wanted. Position? No. It's not gonna let me. Probably because it's something like vector position. Or just don't have the right name for it. Properties. Vector 2 should be a vector. Floor, max angle, motion mode. Alright, I forgot about the change something in the motion mode. Move and slide, and it's 1 or true. And the tree goes up, and 1 node in the tree structure. In this case, you don't even need a script on the camera being a child. Oh, that's even simpler. That's perfect. That is awesome. Motion mode. That's it. Default 0. And I want to set motion mode. Define behavior, move and slide. So I use set motion mode equal 1. In this case, 1. Oh, no, it's not false and true. It's there's multiple modes and there could be more modes. Okay. So I don't have to do this in the process, right? I can just like set motion. No. Okay. Motion mode enum. Mode. Move and slide. Motion mode default. Set motion mode. Move and slide. You can string flashes will go up to. Okay, awesome. Make unique names when use the node name to accept. Yeah. Yeah, that's. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. There's gonna be a lot of learning involved because like I only did like a smaller like tutorial just like to learn just the basics of writing GDScript, and then it's just like we're just balling. We're just balling. Okay, so I want to use set motion mode. Set motion. Well, just don't fail, forehead. I don't need. Set motion mode. 1. Does that work? That doesn't work. Invalid argument for get node function iron1 should be node path, but is native class. Okay, so it should be character body 2D dot set motion, right? Yeah. Set motion mode? No. Set motion mode. No. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to. Nah. Habit of mine. Let's go how to call set motion mode. Maybe I just need to put it in the function. Maybe that's why. Probably do that. Before the move and slide? Set motion mode? No. Or after? Oh, neither. Motion mode. Property is motion mode. Motion. Apply notions of wall, blah blah blah. Void set motion mode value. Motion mode, yeah. Set the motion mode which defines behavior, move and slide. See motion mode constants for available mode. Am I dumb? Can be set in the inspector. I should probably look at the inspector a lot more, huh? Alright, so let's see. Disable mode? No. Collision. Floor? Moving platform. Collision. Somewhere in there, right? Okay. Motion mode. Where is it? Oh, it's at the fucking... it's at the top. I'm just blind. It's at the top. Found it. Loading. The top down. It's the top view. So loading. The very top. I just need to search. At least they have like good filters. Like there's filters everywhere. So it's very easy. If you're looking for something, you just type it out in the filter, and you're gonna find it. Okay. I'm gonna clear this. Is there the only one? Does that change anything to my... Uh-oh. Oh. Ah, well, there you go. Yeah, as you said, just putting the camera as a child instantly snaps it to it. I was like, I'm not moving! Yes! Because I wasn't... Ah, there you go. That's how it works. I'm already getting closer to a Vampire Survivor type of game. Search global. Control Shift F. Ah, perfect. Thank you. Control Shift F. Yay. Find in file. You can find anything. And that game's easy, man. Sure. I guess this is just like the default camera. The thing, it's like a camera that's like here, but it's not like selectable. What am I doing right now? Scaling. Oh, whoops. I've been scaling the damn fucking character. Oops. Whoopsie. Nerd! You, Kayla, you're the nerd. Look at me. Look at me go. I've got a character moving with the camera following it. Success! What's objective number 1? I want to make... Now I want to make enemies spawn and chase after me. Although, yeah, let's try to do that. I'll make red squares. Smelly, stinky. They're gonna be like 50 by 50. Just to be a little bit smaller. They're gonna be red. Bright red. Look at that. I don't someone. So that export PNG. So much easier to do that instead of trying to fucking draw in the engine. I'm sure you can do it pretty easily, but it's just so much easier to do that. You have lots of things in the scene pick node in scene tree, then I'll click drag to move that node. It's quick move W as move Q is select. Oh, okay. Thank you. Alright, so spawning enemy. Finish lesson I've been stuck on for like a week. That's enough. That is enough for today. That's fine, sir. You did good work. Spawning enemy now. I think this is when I should go back to the video tutorial and check. Add mobs that follow the player. It was way more simple than I made it out to be. It's always like that, but it's not because you're dumb. Sometimes you're just tired, you know. You work today, and you're tired. It's not your fault. All right. Other node, character body, mob, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about the animation. Go first. Make a character body. We're still feeling the art style I was practicing the other day. Way longer. Ah, you're fine, dude. We all get those times where we're just stuck on something we should have been. Try shutting your pasty bone. Google Chrome. No, because I use Firefox. Anyone remember Mob Psycho? So good. Such a fucking good anime. Mobu. Should I be creating new scenes like that to work on like separate things? Probably. That probably makes more sense. Yeah. I want to focus on one thing in particular. Well, we will add a child, which is going to be a sprite. Look at that. Whoop! And it's going to need also a collision. Collision shape 2D. It is another rectangle. It's going to be 50 by 50. Ain't that fun? I'll DM you the little practice I did just because I don't want to. Yeah, sure, no. Well, feel free. Go ahead. Share me everything. Go ahead and share. Oh, that's why I have so many friends on today. It's because Stinky Cinder dared to share my channel. Oh, that looks adorable. I love the eyes. I've been working hard on this. It's perfect. I understand. Alright, so the movement for the mob. The mob is wanting to go straight to the player. So I assume like at the very least the direction of its like velocity is gonna be an interpolation. It's gonna be like the difference between the player's position and its own position. But yeah, I think that's kind of mob. Tutorial was falling over the eyes was so hard because when Japan, my God, can you read Japanese? Or not? You were just trying to follow the pictures. Yeah, reading a fucking yeah, trying to follow it. A tutorial with only the pictures sometimes not as easy as it looks, huh? Okay, it's physics process. Physics pro. Not notification. Okay. Oh yeah, it's function. Yeah, I need to override the function. Derp. Funk. So delta with a underscore. Pictures and vibes alone, baby. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of winging it. What I want to do, I think the best way for me to learn is to just kind of try to figure it out on my own. And if I don't find it in under like if I don't know how to do it, then I'll just kind of do a quick Google search. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna be trying to go in the direction of the player. Okay. So var. I'm gonna make a var direction. Okay. I think I'm gonna need first a var player pos. So I need to get the node right for it. Get node. Sprite collision. No. Can I get another node? Can I get this node? Copy node path. Does that work? Hey. Nope. That's not what I want. I forgot. Need to be in the same tree as node you get. Okay. In the same tree. Okay. So if I go, let's see. At the very least, I need to put this inside of this, I guess. Like that. Will that work or not? Get node. Okay, I'm gonna go check the tutorial and see how that works. Yeah, so he adds the collision shape, blah blah blah. Your body. Bar player. Just calls var player? Like that? That works? Nope, absolutely not. I've not learned about anything. var player. Wait, okay, be careful. It needs to be this name here, I assume. Or should be player character, I assume. Oh, it does. Oh man, I need to be careful. I should rename this. Global script crazy. It's your only means to globalize things that can be accessed from. Okay. So stuff like player or if I do like player character. Node as a singleton. Okay, let's see. Var. Okay, so it just declares var player. I should probably just like went forward. Okay, okay. Var direction, global position, dot direction to player, dot global position. That works. How's the coding going? I'm learning. I'm following the tutorial to figure like stuff out when it's kind of like weird, especially like global variable and stuff like that. Got done with div2. Hell yeah, dude. You can use global script to hold a player variable, then use that to get the players. Okay. Do I have to declare it anywhere else? Do I have to declare it? Do I have to declare it somewhere, or can I just go? What I see that they did here is they declared var player, then they went function physics process over underscore physics. Oh, I already did that. This is going over here. Var direction. Global position. Direction 2. Player. Global position. I guess yeah. The tricky part is like, how do I know that this is this? Here. Once I learn how to do that, though, it's gonna be super easy, probably. Let me give something. Okay, Chrome Audio. What's not Chrome Audio? Go back and kind of like I'm gonna listen to the video for a sec. I'll make okay. I need to learn about auto loads, huh? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, so he just I just needed the audio to know that he's just declaring the variable now, but like he's just to get to write down the code, but he's probably gonna like make the global variable later, like right after or something. Use the global script to hold a player variable. Yeah. Oh wait, not loads are global scripts because these are only means otherwise can access. Let me go and check it out. So Godot or auto load. Singleton, yeah, auto load. This may be old version. Godot's scene system, powerful and flexible, is a drawback. There's no method for storing information that is needed by more than one scene. It's possible to address this with some workaround. They come with their own limitations. You can use a master scene that loads and unloads other scenes as children. However, this means you can no longer run those scenes individually and expect them to work hard. Information can be stored into disk and they load by scenes are required, but frequently saving loading data is cumbersome and may be slow. Singleton pattern is a useful tool for solving the common use case where you need to store persistent information between scenes. In our case, it's possible to reuse the same scene or class from multiple singletons, as long as they have different names. Using this concept, you can create objects that are always loaded, no matter which scene is currently running. You can store global variables such as player information. You can handle switching scenes and between scene transitions. Act like a singleton, since GDScript does not support global variables by design. Auto-loading nodes and scripts can give us these characteristics. Okay, Godot won't make an auto-load a true singleton as per the singleton design pattern. It may still be instanced more than once by the user if desired. Tip: if you're creating an auto load as part of an editor plugin, consider registering it automatically in project settings when the plugin is enabled. Okay, so you can create an auto load to load a scene or a script that inherits from new. When loading a script, a node will be created in the script we attach to it. This node will be added to the root viewport before any other scene are loaded. To auto-load a scene or script, start from the menu and navigate the project file settings globals auto-load. Auto-load, okay. Here you can add any number of scenes or scripts. Each entry in the list requires a name, which is assigned as the node's name property. The order of the entries as they are added to the global scene tree can be manipulated using the up-down arrow keys like row scenes. The engine will read these nodes in top to bottom order. Okay, so I can just let's see, set path or press add to create a script. node name. Okay, so if I just call it, let's say, player. Like in the example here, it's written player variables. Let's do that. Add. Okay, player variables gd create. Why is it giving me errors right now? Something made child window exclude the parent window already has another exclude child. This window. Oh, it's something about a window. Enable. Okay. If the enable column is checked, which is default, singleton can be accessed directly in GD script. So player variables dot whatever. Okay. But I have to. Okay, where do I? Wait. Project. Okay, there. Okay, so this auto load has access to everything, right? So it can get like anything else. Like if I do like chemicals, no effect in C# code. Oh, GD script. So it's like player variables dot health minus equal 10. Yeah, but I have to, let's say, like do var, say like player pause equal. So can I get node from this? Will be the middleman. Allow any node to talk references to variables in functions by using its global. Oh, okay. So let's say I make a player position, which is like a vector, for example, vector 2, right? And then from player character, at any time, at all time during the physics process, player variables dot player pause equal current. Now I just gotta find like current position or something, right? Correct. Current position. Vector body 2D. Just position. Just position, right? That's it. Always use global position other nodes need access. Okay. Global position. I guess I didn't need to call it player pos because it's already player variable. Player variables dot position or pos or whichever. Pos. We should call it globals. This can be used for many things. It could, yeah. I'm just thinking like, oh, maybe like to it'll terms like organization might be better to have like one for player stuff, one for everything else. I don't know. Down the line, I'll probably like figure out like how big. Like, should I have like just like one global? Global signals as well. That's really cool. Like in the documentation, there's like one that's called just global, and there's another one that's player variables. When you learn signals, you'll see how decoupling works in Godot. Let me see. What is Godot 4.4 signals? Using signals. Probably like have that on stream so that everyone can read with me. In this lesson, the Godot doc is really good. Very well explained. They are messages that nodes emit when something specific happens, like a signal, like a button being pressed. Other nodes can connect to that signal and call it a function when given. Signals are a delegation mechanism built to Godot that allows one game object to react to a change in another without them referencing one another. Yeah, that's gonna... Using signals limits coupling and keeps your code flexible. Flashbang. The white of Wikipedia. Coupling is the degree of interdependence between software modules. Okay, yeah, so if you have like the different modules that keep calling or referencing each other, that's like makes more coupling, and more coupling is probably a bad thing. Like too much coupling. You probably can't get you can get away with some, you try to avoid it probably. At least it makes it more complex. Using signals makes more sense. For example, you might have a life bar on the screen that represents the player's health. When the player takes damage or uses a healing potion, you want the bar to reflect the change. To do so in Godot, you would use signals. Like methods, callable. Signals are first-class types since Godot 4. This means you can pass them around as method arguments, without having to pass them as strings, which allows for better auto-completion and is less error-prone. The signal class reference for a list of what you can do with the signal type directly. Signals are Godot's version of observer pattern. You can learn more about it in game programming pattern. Now use signal to make our Godot icon from the lesson. Move and stop by pressing a button. I'm intrigued by the fact that they show GDScript and C# examples. I thought C++ was the more widely used programming language for video games. If the signals emitted, you get warnings, not errors, so it's safer in the long run if they don't exist. Huh. Yeah, because because you want, in terms of a game, especially, you want warnings more than you want errors, because errors crash the game. You might get away with the game still running with warnings. They improved the C# since they moved it over to yeah, my friend, my colleague who's working on our inventor add-in in C Sharp has been talking about the recent .NET, like how like it's been migrated, I guess, to like the most recent .NET. Nowadays, C Sharp is okay. I do know a bit of C Sharp, and earlier on Blue Sky, someone's asking me like, why are you using GDScript instead of C Sharp since you already know a bit of it? And I'm like, well, just because I'm learning. I'm not against using C Sharp. I've read quickly about like difference. From what I've seen, C Sharp is like really good for certain applications, but also has a lot of limitations. Yeah, public override void process. I had. Yeah, that's the notation I'm familiar with. And GDScript makes sense, but I might try to make. I think that for first practice, the GDScript's gonna be fine, but then I can start trying to make things in C Sharp later on when I'm more familiar with the environment and how to do things. C Sharp is easy. Yeah, it's definitely I think that's what they call high level. High level being like not as deep, because high level you could think that it means like that it's more difficult, like higher level as in like harder. High level is like more surface level. Okay. So with this, I essentially don't need to use that. And direction can be don't position direction to this one is going to be player variables dot position. That's it. Got built-in easy mode functions. Easy mode functions. Oh, ad time. It's time for an ad break. I'm gonna go refill my water bottle. I'll be back. I have a, as in you don't need to talk to the CPU as if it's a 3-year-old. Indeed. I'm back. Still 1 minute left of ads. We're running out of bubbles in the soda stream. I haven't even returned the like last 5 canisters that I've bought. I need to do that. I need. Man, Because I need to remember to like put them in like a bag or something, bring them to my car, have them in my car when, so that when I go to the grocery store, I can, I can just like grab the fucking bag and then bring the empty canisters to the cash register and have them and exchange them when I buy a new one. I don't want. What is it? It's meow. Okay. So yeah, so that's gonna be the direction, which is yeah. Yeah, I thought I would have to do some maths to get the direction towards the player, but makes sense that they would make a function just for that, obviously. And now I just make like I just give it a velocity then. Same thing as the player. Not that one. Yeah, it's gonna be direction times probably like a slower, much slower velocity. Times what was I at 600? Let's say like 100. And then it's gonna be a slided move as well. A move and slide. I assume. Also, motion mode, floating. You can also do velocity direction. Transform X to move in a direction, vector to map. To move in a... Yeah. That's what I assumed I would have to do it first. But since direction 2 already exists. Alright, let's see. Gotta back to our scene here. Hey, he's following me around. Alright, brother, I'm gonna go chill for a little bit before I have to go to bed. Catch. Alright, hey, look, Cinder. I have an enemy moving towards me, very menacingly. I can push him. Oh no, I can't push. I can't push him. Oh, what the hell? Oh no! What's going on? Oh no! Uh-oh. I can't lose him. He's too fast. Why'd he get so fast? I can't lose him. Uh-oh. The grounded motion mode. But I changed it to floating. No? Yeah, floating. What? I thought I did. Okay, well, change to... Alright, lesson learned. I thought I did. It's stick to the floor, quote unquote. Okay, that's why. Okay, that's only when he got on top of me. He stuck to the floor. Got it. Good. Hey, we're making progress. It's simple, but it works. I could work on adding like props or like obstacles, but I mean at this point, like it's pretty easy. Just make another character node 2D. My character call this Padawan. Yep, Padawan. I forget the name of the node. What do you want? Padawan. What do you Padawan? Hmm? Are you still hungry? He's an old man. Okay, yeah, it's like another character body 2D with a collision, but it doesn't move, so it just place it somewhere, and that's it. Even the move and slide seems nice in the start, we're gonna move and collide. It will be less intensive when and if there's a lot of enemies on screen. They won't slide, but they will come. Oh, let's try that then. We're speaking about the enemy specifically, right? Try move and collide. We need the motion vector 2. Move. Where's move and collide? Hello? Meta description. Physics body 2D. Thought I clicked on. Move collision. Test move. Am I blind? Where am I? Need delta pass then. Okay, compared to slide. So this one's gonna be velocity times theta. Okay, delta. Velocity times. Okay, let's see how it runs. So it behaves the same right now, but when there are going to be a lot of enemies on screen, it's going to be... Okay, okay, I see the difference. Because in move and slide, it keeps trying to go like to the start, to like my center position, but now... well... Yeah. When it slide, it slides towards my center, because that's where it's trying to go. But with collide, there's like friction. Yeah. Yeah, it has. Yeah, it's sticky. Yeah. Okay. But that makes more sense, anyways. Cool. I guess now the next goal is gonna be working on the spawn. How to make them just kind of randomly spawn at anywhere. Is there such a thing as a spawn node or something? Spawn? Multiplayer spawner. Nope. Nah, not like that, at least. Moving size like 4 iterations of moving collide each other. Oh, really? Wow. Okay, yeah, so it is, especially for a game that is, you know, kind of based off of Vampire Survivor, where like there's a lot of enemies gonna be on screen. Yeah, definitely better to use a move and collide. Okay, so what am I looking for here? Multiplayer spawner. Huh? GUI controls. Probably not that. Camera. Instance. Parallax. Path. map. No, probably not tile map. Spawning monster. In this part, we're gonna spawn monster along a path randomly. And I want it in 2D, not in 3D. Spawner 2D. How to spawn enemies. All rooms, suppose there are 20 rooms. Now I want to add at least 5 enemies, or roughly, I don't know. They are the same thing. Then you want to use instantiate function to instantiate your scene. Your enemy could be a packed scene. I feel like you don't really know what you're going to want to do. Yeah, I want to I want to call new instances of that enemy at a random position at an X interval of time, probably. Is the same in 2D? Okay. I guess that's kind of what I'm looking at doing. So it's like instantiate. Preload versus load. Preload stores in memory where load is load on the memory. Okay. I guess this scene, for example, is like not the game itself. It's the map. It's the like map 1 or something. Caching files to be instanced a good idea. Okay. I could preload mob to be instanced multiple times. So preload versus load. Logic preferences. Are my scene act scene equal preload file? Ever wondered whether one should approach from X or strategy Y or Z? This article covers a variety of topics. Any nodes and changing properties. Which first? Initializing nodes from a script at runtime, you may need to change properties such as the node's name or position. The common dilemma is, when should you change those values? It is the best practice to change values on a node before adding it to a scene tree. Some properties setters have code to update other corresponding values, and that code can be slow. For most cases, this code has no impact on your game's performance, but in heavy use cases, such as procedural generation, it can bring your game to a crawl. For these reasons, it is usually best practice to set the initial values of a node before adding it to the scene tree. There are some exceptions where values can't be set before being added. Oh, is that why earlier was like, oh, I was in like the mob scene. I'm pretty sure I had changed it to floating, but then I went to the game scene and then it wasn't floating. Or maybe I just didn't do it. Maybe I thought I did right. In GDScript, there exists the global preload method. It loads resources as early as possible to front load the loading operations and avoid loading resources while in the middle of performance sensitive code. Its counterpart, the load method, loads a resource only when it reaches the load state. That is, it will load a resource in place, which can cause slowdowns when it occurs in the middle of sensitive processes. Load function is also an alias for resource loader.loadPath, which is to all scripting languages. When exactly does preloading occur versus loading? When should one use either? In the example. Note how constant script scenes have a different naming scheme than their property variants. This value is a constant. So it spawns when the script object loads. The script is preloading the value. Advantage here is that the editor can offer auto-completions, must be a static path. Building scene, preload. Script preloads the value. So it will load as a dependency of the mybuilding.jd script file. Because this is a property rather than a constant, the object won't copy the preload packed scene resource into the property until the script instantiates with .new. Save scene in an instance to tree scene, which any changes made in the instance scene will not affect the main save scene, but the changes from the save scene will reflect in the instance tree scene unless you change already. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that, let's say it sounds like I would attach some script here, right? I would do preload. Then I need to path this. Copy node path. Next I preload in class body. I have to put it in a function. Constant. Okay, I need to make it a constant building scene. Kind of missed that part. Const building scene for preload. Because I'm not using the path. Oh yeah, I do need to use the path. Wait. Save scenes are like prefab Unity. No, I've never touched another game engine ever. I can drag it. Oh, that's nice. It's just weird that it says that copy. Control Shift C is copy node path. I would have assumed that this was the path. What the fuck is that? Oh, I need the file, which is. Oh, is it the GD file? No, the TC. Yeah. So that one. This one? Ah, there we go. Okay. This one. Ah, I get it. So then let's see. So during like the. I still do physics process. I remember like when in the learning app, they were using underscore process, but in what I'm following here, it's physics process. When should I be using physics process versus just process? I guess don't use physics process when there's no physics, probably. So let's say I wanna do it like every 5 seconds or something like that. Just for syncing with physics, okay. Maybe I do a while. I mean, for testing purposes, while true. Why am I standing like that? Hey, cool. Hey, don't scratch that. Don't scratch the bug net. All true mob scene dot dot new. That creates a new instance of it. Large level static versus dynamic. What happens if I just do that? Right, I wanted to do it every 5 seconds. That I'm done. Instantiate. Add child. Alright, I'm done. Instantiate. I need to make some kind of timer, I guess, because otherwise it's gonna do it every frame. That's why it crashed. Add child scene. Edit the add child mob scene. One should be node, but it is packed scene. No, it's a timer node. Oh yeah, nice. It should be node, but it is packed scene. So it should be child. This. Hey Kim, what's up? Oh, it's gonna be yeah. Oops, forgot about setting variables. I'm all over the place. Then I can add C. That makes more sense like that. Ah, there we go. How's the coding? We can move and we can have an enemy follow us. Now I'm working on doing a spawner, making enemies spawn. Timer node. Go see what do for timer node. Timer documentation. Yeah, let me show you real quick. Oh. I'll just kind of, comment all of this. I am being followed by a red square. Were you one of the people who needed to see the other inspiration games? No, I don't think so. I just straight up buy Vampire Survivor to play it to get kind of get a better feel for it. I've seen people play it, but I had never played it myself. I'm gonna make these little fuckers spawn. infinitely. Although the other one, till 20 minutes till something, that one looks really cool too. Control K. Ah, okay. Yeah, K for comment. Timer. Timer knows the countdown timer, the simplest way to handle time-based logic in the game. When time reaches the end of its wait time, it will emit the timeout signal. Okay, so function on timer timeout. Wait. Ah, okay. Do I have to start the timer? Or like, let's see. Mark much code. A timer node can be added and configured in the editor. The timeout. Oh yeah, I can add it as a node. I keep defaulting to like making it as a code, but I can have nodes. So like, I need to. It's really like the node logic. I have to like really think of the node logic. A friend of those of the group can. That's so. Oh yeah, it's so cool, dude. Gonna have a lot of fun. I can feel it. Let's say 5 seconds. Process callback. Physics or idle? What is the difference? Signal, timeout. Update the timer every process rendered frame. Physics. Update the timer every physics process frame. It has lambdas. Good times. Timer, timer new, and timer, timer start, time in seconds, timer, timer. Yes. Good times. So this timer just like keeps going. So if it's every physics process, I guess since I use physics process, it has to be physics, right? Oh, auto start, probably. If I do auto start like this, I guess instead of a while, then it's got to be if timeout. What's the how do I write timeout? Time property. I had the there it is. Timeout. Emitted when the timer reaches the end. Timeout. That's the repeat time and it calls a func on each timeout. Do it in the ready. So should I not use the timer node? Timer new and child timer. Timeout signal. Timeout one word. If timeout. Like that. Oh yeah, derp. Forgot that. No? The timer is a child of game. Can, but you like if you like code, it's just as good. I mean, if I have literally like a node that does it for me, I won't just write code for no reason. I guess I just gotta learn how to use the timeout. Oh, is it gonna be like it's a function on timer timeout? Oh, okay, so I just use this then. I have to connect it. Do this. I'm good. I have to connect. How do I connect? I I guess I forgot doing the process at all. I'm lost. I'm lost right now. Oh, wait. Do I add a script to the timer itself? Oh, that's probably what I need to do, right? Choose tab, node, inspector, top tab, choose signal. Ah! So what do? I just connect the signal to a method. Huh. Okay. The game? Like that? Like this? Doesn't let me do it at the child. Expected timeout not found in. Oh, wrong indent. Yay. The classic copy paste code and then not at the right place. So now it should spawn a new one every 5 seconds, right? Or 15 seconds? 5 seconds. We're good to go. Yo, we're cooking. They collide with each other, I assume. Yeah. Woo! If I was using move and slide, they'd be causing problems eventually. No worries, it will work. It will work. Up. Oops, they started. Is this the bullet hell game? The Hunter. No, well, it's like it's essentially like a Vampire Survivor clone. That's like our first game that we're working on with people I know, with some of my friends. Yeah, I'll have to just like spawn it at a. I just wanted to know to like make it them spawn first, but I see though that there is a bit of an issue when they start colliding in a bunch where they kind of stop each other from progressing. I probably need to fix that. Probably by reducing the friction, the collision in between them. Looks like a Whip Undertale fan game at its current state. I literally just started like game designing. Like I just started programming a game for the first time almost 3 hours ago. I think for 3 hours, it's pretty good. Also, I'm using squares just as like placeholders to learn, you know. Let's see, I'm curious. I go into mob collision. I know it's not collision. It's is it the slide angle? No, collision right here. Safe margin? Go read some documentation. Or probably move and collide rather. Move and collide. Motion, vector, test only, safe margin, recovery, as collision. Moves the body along the vector motion in order to be frame independent in node. Motion should be computed using delta. Returns a kinematic collision 2D, which contains information about the collision when stopped or when touching another body along the motion. If test only is true, the body does not move, but there will be collision information given. Safe margin is the extra margin used for collision recovery. Okay, if recovery as collision is true, any penetration from the recovery phase is also reported as collision. This is used back at the body 2D for improving the floor detection using floor snap. Macron colliders, and it should be less thick. Oh. That makes sense. I'm just curious about learning about these. What's the safe margin? Extra margin used for collision recovery when calling move and slide? Wait, I thought it was for move and collide. If the body is at least this close to another body, it will consider them to be colliding and will be pushed away before performing the actual motion. A higher value means it's more flexible for detecting collision, which helps with consistently detecting walls and floors. A lower value forces the collision algorithm to use more exact detection, so it can be used in cases that specifically require precision, example on a very low scale to avoid visible jittering, or for stability with a stack of character bodies. Recovery as collision. Returns the kinematic collision to E. So if I reduce the safety margin, they might get less stuck to one another. If I have, oh, well, more precision. Yeah, that's what it seems to say, right? A lower value forces collision are going to use more exact detection. Can be used in cases for precision. For stability with a stack of character bodies. That's what I kind of gave me the idea, but why? Oh, it's because I'm in the mob scene. That's wrong scene. Yeah, fight sooner, less accurate. Hmm. You can try the round colliders then. Yeah, it didn't seem to like change anything really. Go back to the default. Unless I'm thinking if I can then make them more sticky. Oh wait. Okay, well let's start by trying the collision shape circle. I'm kind of thinking like if maybe I can have if it makes them less sticky to me as well, to player as well, I could have maybe a square. Well, even though like in the actual game it's not gonna be a square, but let's say for example, I want them to stick to the player, but not to each other. So I'd have one collision shape, specifically the square for the player, and the circle for each other. Probably. They move around a little more they will. Okay, well, let's try it. Let's just test it. Test. Or go full screen for this. Probably make a bigger camera. I guess the camera is gonna be the resolution of the screen in the settings. Yeah, they still do, but yeah, that's gonna. It already feels a little bit better, I think. I could reduce maybe the size of the circle. Let's go 20, maybe 20 pixels. You're gonna have like a little bit more wiggle room to move around. Yeah, so that looks good. But it feels a little bit better. Okay, how about that? How about that spawner? I think I saw you write something about that. On random spawner doing scene global position. Yeah, vector. Okay, yeah. Give it a global position. So in my scripts, yeah, I guess that's why I should have used like global variables. I can just just make a new one, or I can rename. I guess we can just go with global for now, and then we'll see. Oh, but it's still called pair variables. File name. Like change it. Create a new one. Alright, let's do like player. Add a new one, because why not? Let's put global first. Angel. In Fasten, they will reflect the auto load panel. File system. This file system you're talking about? In project stretch mode 10 items for want to rename things, the bottom left panel. Oh. Let's see. I have globals here. I have their variables here. Okay. If I wanted to, let's say, project settings, and then we forget about this one. And then this one I rename globals, for example, like we suggested earlier. And then I do reading. Oh, okay, it didn't remove the file. Remove. F2 tuning. Oh, good, thanks. In this case, it should become player position. Then mob, you go get globals, player. I lost track for a second. What was I doing? Yeah, first thing is test touch mode to can. Or do that. Stretch mode. Viewport, I guess. Oh, whoops. Oops. Forgot to rename a thing. Derp. Alright, it's the camera. I need to wait. Call this. Camera. Power set to advanced settings. If it's not on, then set window size to scale larger. Settings set to advanced. The window size. No, it's not. Windows. viewport width. Yeah, it's ticked on right now. So 1080. Got a 4K monitor. This is a little better. Yeah. Okay, I get it. The window size being this. Alright. Position of the spawned enemy. And since it just got to midnight, that's gonna be the last thing I do tonight because I do have work tomorrow. Mob scene dot global position. But it does something wrong here. Pull vector 2. I just need to give it like random values. Assign a value to a constant. At the end of the stat shade as node 2D that will give code complete. Okay, so wait, what do I do now? Wait, so I I make an instance that becomes my scene variable. Then I add child. Scene instantiate as node 2D. Okay. Like that. So it forces scene to be a node 2D variable. Otherwise, it was something else. It was a constant. Okay. Now, and as a node 2D, it works with add child. Yeah, no, node. Okay. And now I can use scene. Oh, is it because I was using mob scenes instead of scene? Scene, global position, vector 2. Is there a random? It's probably a random way to do random. Right? Random int in range. Random number generator. Whee! pseudo random rand range. It would need to be within the confines of the map, let's say, for example, which is a. I think I put the background as a 1080p resolution. Rand range. I'm gonna assume the end. I'm gonna end soon. Yeah, our RNG equal random number generator. Yeah, because it's kind of okay. Var RNG equals random number generator dot new function ready my number random number equal RNG dot rand f underscore range between -10 and 10. Do I need to set a new random number generator first? You don't need the RNG new? Okay. I was wondering, I was like, what the hell? What is this? It has, okay, it's built in now. So let's say var spawn x call rand f range 0 0. It's a float like this. Var, whoops. Spawn y and f range. Oops, I got that dot 0 here. So if you want to manipulate the seed. Okay. Ah, okay, guys. It would be even better if I had this as the size of the background, but let's work with this for now to see if it works. Oh. They're spawning somewhere around here. But they are spawning randomly though. I can probably get the rectangle of that. It's probably because the center is not the center of the green. It's the center of the. Oh yeah, well, oh no, okay, because that's I'm at this is 0 0 here, so it's doing the spawning in this. That's one. Would it be better to put my rectangle? What? Oh, it's just a sprite. It's just a sprite 2D. Would it be better if I put 0 0 in the corner, like top left corner? So like I have my. God damn it. Have this offset by half, or light blue is game canvas viewport. Okay. This would be maths. Can I do maths here? Yay. Like that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get there yet. it's fine. Try to make quick, easy background. Yeah, I literally just like went to Clip Studio Paint and drew a full rectangle. What's the best thing to do here? Is it better to have everything sent to have the 0 center? Probably not. I think it's better to work with only positive numbers. Color rect is a scalable control node. Okay. Okay, you can just really just call a color rect. I got a color rectangle. That's cool. I'm thinking this guy here probably shouldn't be spawned in at first. Like I would want like the first one to spawn after the first timer. So how do I make that happen? Do I wait then preload? Maybe do I just remove the node from the scene and then it's gonna get added to the scene with the timer? Right? Because it gets preloaded like that. Oh, add time. Can make a different background parallax around background. Yeah. I have the full view of the rectangle, so they should all be spawning inside of this. Awesome. If I take Vampire Survivors as a reference, as an example, like you never see a monster spawn. I think they always spawn outside of your camera. Now I can move. No, I can't. I cannot move. I'm stuck. Too much collision. Yeah, I think at this point I'm pretty much dead anyways. I have to play like a quick round, like a quick like 30-minute round of Vampire Survivor to see how the monsters interact with the collision. Center screen point, your player can be this point, and you can spawn around the player's position. Yeah. So like yeah, essentially do the same thing, but the range is gonna be somewhere outside. Huh. Center screen point, player can be this point, and you can spawn around the. Okay, so I can make it relative to the player. I'm thinking now if I want to spawn either, let's say, up or down, can I make the range, let's say, what the fuck? Is that a fucking flea on my desk? I knew a cat climbed on my desk. Probably Keiko. I would want to have essentially two different ranges in my random range, like one positive, one negative. Oh, a radius. Oh, yeah, that's even better. Radius is perfect. Vector 2 rotated. Okay, so you make the range. Yeah, a vector, essentially. That's that. Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. Like with a random angle. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. I think hope is dead at this point. Yeah, but perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here, and Jackal, thank you so much for helping me out. Really, I appreciate that, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see it in my mind like right now. Essentially, instead of you make a vector. You make a vector with a length and an angle instead of a like XY. It's pretty cool. I want to do that more. I like to try at least to do like a one night of productivity, and I do sometimes. Sometimes it's 3D modeling, 3D printing, miniature painting, something like that. Something that I just want to do. Since we started this project with Cinder and a bunch of other friends, I thought I would do that. I think I got a good thing started here. This is the start of a great adventure. Right, that's where I will leave y'all for tonight because I do have actual work, like not actual work, like paid work tomorrow. Mechanical engineering. Can't do that well on 4 hours of sleep, even though I always do that. Let's do online that we can raid right now. With me friends online. Thank you so much for being here with me. Fleshiness is playing Factorio Space Age. Trying to 1 million signs per minute. Jesus Christ. They've been up 7 hours. Oh, list. That is insane. Mackenzie is playing with friends. Well, if Vanessa's still playing, kinda I don't want to encourage that. I love me some Factorio, and I was also thinking maybe at some point I wanted to try my hand at Factorio modding, but that's probably gonna be for another time. For now, just trying to have like a smallish game made. Be really nice. So thanks everyone for hanging out with me tonight. It was a lot of fun. I will be back tomorrow, same time, for Fight Night. We're gonna have. I'm thinking maybe some more Grand Blue. Grand Blue's always fun. Either Grand Blue or Uni. Maybe Blaze Blue. And then Sunday's Factorio Day as usual. So have a good night. Take care, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.